bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down. Right one. Check. 3 down, 3 down. 57 to Mark.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, 185.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, foxtrot.
From just shy of midfield, Carr going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Damian Ratley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0.
Cover 2. Good fuss me.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, 97 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So let's do this.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, son. 51 to Lions. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Darnold on 3rd down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep.
Like that.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
This is wow.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Balazs. 2 yards, good enough for first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Carr completes it. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Carr now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Balazs. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They run it with Balazs. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw his Carr.
Get out of here.
Throws incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't you?
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Tracy Walker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Kalen Ballage with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Just trying to figure out who's on what side.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, exit. Hey, alert 3. Mike spot 4, Mike.
From the 31, Carr. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All you gotta do is just hold on to the triangle, and they get the formation. That shit blows me.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Raider 2. Hey, Alpha. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Carr. Open man. He's got him to tight end Hockenson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Adams is not jumping.
This one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Carr now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, my God.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10.
Shit.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kalen Ballage with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as his guys continue to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
Oh, come on with this fucking shit. Get out the Wi-Fi,
how about
dude.
this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Come on.
57's the mic.
From the 24, Carr. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Carr now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down.
Throw the ball.
And down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete.
Jesus, just throw the ball.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. To throw is Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell.
Oh, Bell didn't get in.
He's not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Supposed to get that in, baby.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 4th down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Throw the ball.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And to give this time to the tailback, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go to Johnson again. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Carr now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Check, he's coming, he's coming. We got to get the ball, D, get the ball right here, let's go. Why, young lady?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 36, Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Darnold. And it is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Lions will take over. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Switch, switch, switch. You're mine.
On 1st down, Carr. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Carr now, just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down. Carr completes it, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
93.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, watch it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up in...